You think mentally that Izzy went in there thinking that he is heavier than me, and I cannot let him get close enough to take me down because then I'm gonna have a problem, and that's one of the reasons Izzy didn't get as many strikes in, because he was keeping a serious distance between him and Jan.
Yeah, well, Jan was pushing constantly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Izzy's normally the one that sets the pace. So Jan was changing the game for him.
I think something slightly different. I think that Izzy employed his natural game, which is a distance game, which is a mastery of distance management, of timing, and of speed, be under the threat of Jan's knockout power. I think that more than anything is why Izzy employed the use of his natural game, but to a heightened level or at a heightened state. I think on the ground, Izzy backed himself. I think, with the guys that he was training with, Sean, you talked about it in last week's podcast, and just the level that he is as a mixed martial artist. I think he backed himself on the ground. I don't think it was a case of him specifically saying in his mind or in his game plan that, okay, we're not going to get close and we're going to try and maintain distance for fear of a takedown. I think it was more for fear of getting caught with one of Jan's Polish power haymakers.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point. However, I mean Izzy put a lot of training into his grappling for this fight. The fact he knew that he knew the advantage Jan had over him on the ground. I think the reason he kept him at distance like that is because of the fear of getting taken to the ground, because that's where his natural game is on the feet. That's where he's going to stand the best chance of winning. No matter how much he backed himself on the ground, he had the least chance of winning on the ground. So he's always going to try and keep it on his feet. He's a kickboxer. He's a Muay Thai or kickboxing specialist. So he's always going to be trying to keep that game there. Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, he just tried to keep it at distance and just try to. And he's got good takedown defense, easy. I mean, let's not fault that, but he just couldn't keep Jan off.